Okay, guys, let's look at the last student task statement called differences and distances. Okay, it says plot these points on the coordinate grid. For point A, it says the point is when x is 5, y is 4. So if you guys don't remember how to plot your points on a coordinate grid, which you should remember, we just did proportionality on the grid, but just in case that they have some new people on virtual. So this is the x, this is the y. I want to put my 2 fingers and I want to trace it all to where the points meet. And here we go. And then put a dash line. Okay. So then the next point is saying when x is 5, y is -2. So we still right here, but it's -2 now. So 1, 2, 3. Just lightly tracing over it, and then it's -2. All right. And then it says when x is -3, y is -2. So then I want to trace all the way down, because if the negative numbers mean I have to go in the third quadrant, which that's where I'm at right now. And oops, I forgot to leave my points. This is point A, B, C, and we need to do point D. And point D says with -3, and it's going to be +4 for y. And that is point D. Okay. So we've plotted our points. All right. And it said what shape is made if you connect the dots in order. So let's start connecting the dots. So A to B, B to C. And sorry if my lines is a little squiggly. C to D, D to A. What shape is that? If you guess a rectangle, you are absolutely correct. You're a genius. Okay, a rectangle. All right. And it said, what are the side lengths of figure A, B, C, D? So let's count. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this side is 6 units. All right, and that's the height. Let's count the base. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8 units. Okay, so they said what's the side length? So we're going to do the 6 units and 6 units by 8 units. Let's do that. 6 units by 8 units. Okay. And it said, what is the difference between the x coordinates of B and C? So we're just looking at the x coordinates of B and C. And so let's point that out. So this is B and C. And it said, what's the difference? So I see a +5 and a -3. So 5. And it says the difference, which is subtraction, -3. Which subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive. So if I apply the additive inverse, I'm keeping my 5. I'm changing that subtraction to addition. And the opposite of -3 is a +3, which is equal to 8. Okay? So then it said, what's the difference between the x coordinates of C then B? So notice that the order of them switch. So it's -3 -5. Okay, so I still want to apply the additive inverse. Why? Because it's going to help me see it better. It's better to do addition than subtraction, right? So we're going to do -3 plus -5. Now if you notice the signs are the same, and since the signs are the same, I will add like regular, and it'll be -8. Okay, so for question 5, it says, how do the differences of the coordinates relate to the distances between the points? It says the absolute value, and this is directly out the book, the absolute value of the differences is the distance. Okay? So the absolute value of the difference is the distance, meaning, okay, 8 units, we've discovered that the points were 8 units apart, but guess what? When we did our subtraction, guess what it is? The absolute value of positive 8 and negative 8 is 8, and that's the distances from between each other. All right? So if you had any issues with this question, please refer to your manager's Google Meet session, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's lesson. Bye, guys.